The MA in Performance Design has been written so that it will attract a wide range of students with experience and first degrees in different kinds of backgrounds from the art and design field. So as well as students who may have already studied theatre design as their first degree, we're also interested in students who have a background in visual art or in three-dimensional design, interior design or architecture even. We think that will makes our course vibrant and interesting and reflects the way in which the discipline of performance design is developing these days. In connection with that, it's also important to say that performance design, we have a very broad definition of what performance design might be. So we're not just thinking about what happens on a theatre stage, we're also very interested in the way that performance events which use design are now created for the open air, out in a city street, in the environment, in old buildings that have been repurposed. So we're thinking about forms of performance that include, for example, immersive performance or interactive performance. Our basic definition, I think, of what performance design might be is that it is where we are creating provocative, beautiful, thought-provoking events for a wide range of audiences. We have some fantastic facilities for students of performance design here. We've got a purpose-built stage at Leeds facility. It's a publicly licensed theatre with all the latest facilities. And alongside that, we have an experimental theatre studio, smaller space, but ideal for people wanting to try out some new forms of performance. And to go with that, our technicians are fantastic. They have some great experience in this area, and they also understand really well what it means for students and for staff as well to be making and trying out new forms of performance, experimental ideas, and research-led performance. The other thing to point out is the way that we are teaching our MA in alongside some other MAs in performance as well. So if you came to study here at Leeds, you would be studying alongside other MA students who are interested in writing for performance, interested in applied theatre, and in creativity and the creative industries. And that gives you plenty of opportunities for some interesting discussions and also some really good opportunities for collaboration. Finally, I'd want to point out to you that Leeds is a really great base right now for creative work. We have some good contacts in the city, good partnerships in the city with places like the West Yorkshire Playhouse and Opera North. But on top of that, there are also some facilities and festivals such as Compass Live Arts Festival and the annual Light Night Festival, which showcase a wide range of different performance and visual art events. And these are things that our students benefit from seeing and also being involved with. The course links to research activities in the school via the tutors that are teaching on the programme. So first of all, we've written the modules to be sure that they are informed by and kept up to date with the latest research that's going on. Some of that is our own research that we're developing, and some of that is research of our colleagues internationally in the field. If you want to find out more about the books and articles that we've been writing and the projects that we're involved with, then please have a look at the staff profiles on our school website. You can find out a lot more there. The other thing to say is that MA students, as part of their experience here at Leeds may well find themselves being involved in research that's ongoing. Staff projects quite often are benefit from having the input of MA students as assistants, and that can be a real benefit to our students whilst they're studying with us. The research project in performance design might involve, for example, students thinking about the interaction of design and performing bodies. So, for example, they might be asking things like, what effect does light have on a dancer's body? Or they may be interested in looking at the way in which performance design has an effect on the audience, how spectators understand the visual and spatial elements of performance design. Is a very interesting question right now. Some students are very interested in the way that performance design might be used as an instrument of social change. So how it can make a statement, how it can explore an issue. Another example would be the way in which performance design often sits at the intersection between performance and everyday life. So, for example, some students are very interested in the way that we think about costume in contrast to the way that we present ourselves to the world through the choices that we make in the clothes that we're wearing. Whatever the topic, ultimately, we're interested in finding out from you what you're really enthusiastic about, what you really feel would benefit from further research. And in the end, your staff are here to guide you and support you in following that research question.